Hi everyone. We're here I'm here with Dr. Yong to talk about or have a chat really about the editorial that we've just published on demystifying compassionate communities in the Journal of Palliative Care and Social Practice. Thank you for everyone's interest in it. And we thought it was really important to write this editorial because we're always having people asking what are compassionate communities about. And there is a lot of misconceptions that we felt we needed to clarify. So I'll hand over to Yong Hao to basically clarify a little bit those misconceptions for you.
Thanks, Samar. So, in our observation, we feel that there are about three misconceptions that we observe. Well, the first misconception is that compassionate communities are not just another healthcare service model, right? So, this is what we're observing. Oh, people are asking, oh, is compassionate community just another service model, and so on and so forth. We are saying it is not. And this is important because when formal services take full control of this approach, community becomes passive recipient of the service, of the work that we are doing, right? And instead of participating actively, right, to look at dying, death, grieving, and living with serious illness. Right. So that's the first misconception we are saying.
Mm.
Second is that compassion communities don't replicate, right, palliative care services.
Mhm.
Right? Instead, compassionate communities are meant to connect and strengthen the assets and resources already happening in the communities. Right? So assets and resources like families, neighbors, faith groups, volunteers, even formal services themselves as well. Right? The third misconception that we often see is that awareness activities and education activities alone do not build compassion. Right. Real compassion grows through relationships, shared responsibility, and practical caring experiences. So education itself is insufficient. They are important, but they are not enough to sustain, civic actions and compassion. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I clarify some misconceptions. Samar, what do you think what is actually compassion communities?
So we've got a lot of compassionate communities doing a lot of amazing things around the death, dying, grief, and loss, a lot of education. But we needed to pause and think, where is all this going? I mean, it's important to get the community to be more death literate and grief literate. But the step from there is how can we influence systems to serve us better as communities, whether aged care or health services, or where we work, workplaces, or hospices, and of course the diversity and equity field. So we really need to look at when we get the community more death literate and more grief literate, how can we start advocating to improve those systems? And we can't rely on governments to improve the systems that we have. We have a lot of systems that are not serving us well. So it's up to us, the community, to be able to start this advocacy. And that's why Compassionate Communities Australia have started our first forum this year in Brisbane. And we had 160 people come together in roundtable discussions to actually develop those advocacy statements in all these 7 settings. These are for everyone to use. So if you are in a place in Australia where you think, okay, our health service is not coming to the party, we're not able to work well with health professionals or the service providers, start advocating for this to happen. How can we work together? Can we get more partnerships? How can we be listened to as compassionate communities to get better out of those systems that are costing the taxpayers a lot of money, but sometimes they're not really going the right way. So please go to our website, Compassionate Communities Australia, have a look at those advocacy statements and use them. It's for everyone to use them. And again, I think the next forum would be on, again, how these advocacy statements have been used across Australia. And again, how do we improve on that?
Yeah. So feel free to connect with us. We love to continue this conversation and continue this compassionate community movement that not just taking place in Australia, but also worldwide in different places. All right. See ya.
See ya. Thank you. Bye.